I wanted to walk you through this awesome yearly goals achieving document that I created. It's something that I use all the time, and I think that could be super helpful for you guys as well to use in order to achieve your goals for the next year. Um, Basically, what it is, it's a simple Excel sheet. Simple to use, simple to enter information, and simple to do the work that you need to do with it throughout the year. So let's walk through this, and I'll show you how I do it and what are the things that you can use it for. So the first column to the left is a description of your goals. So here I created I created exactly 15 different lines to enter 15 different goals. However, if you need to enter more, you can just do this. Go here, copy a line, go here, and insert another one, another goal. You can do this for as many goals as you need. Mac and PCs will do differently, but the idea of just going, highlighting a row, copying it, and inserting again is going to let you add more and more and more goals, or room to add more goals. If you have less than 15, that's not a problem at all. Just enter less than 15. Whatever the number of goals that you have in mind, that's what you'll use. I just thought 15 is probably more than you can handle in 1 year, but hey, if you are ambitious and can do more, go for it. And in this column, what I would put is, by the way, not just business goals. I would enter any personal goals. I would enter anything that I want to change, achieve, get done this year. So it could be something with my business. It could be something about a habit that I want to change with myself. It could be some personal things, whether it's, hey, I want to take a vacation. I want to take 3 vacations this year. So, that's your goal. Put it in. I want to start eating, less sweets, whatever that is. Put that in. So it could be anything. I want to increase my sales. I want to start my own business. All of these things are goals that you want to work on next year. Put them down. Now, once you have the goals down, the next thing that I will do is I will go to the right and look at this: actions to take for achieving my goal. So for each goal that I enter on the left, on the right, I want to enter all the actions that I will need to take in order to achieve these goals. So, for example, if I decide that I want to start my own fashion brand. So let's put this down. Let's go to the right column. Start my own fashion brand. And I think about, okay, what are the actions that I need to take in order to achieve this goal? So it could be, finding out more info about the industry. That's something that I don't know of. Looking into resources to help me with that. Figuring out my budget, and so on. So the list can go on and on. I just listed a few so you guys will have an idea of how I go about it. Whatever the actions that you think of that will take you there, put them down, whatever you can think of. Put them down there. Now, once you have all your goals and all the actions listed to act on these goals, the next step is one of the most crucial steps, because most people, and I used to be like that. We put goals in mind. We think about goals. We really want to achieve these goals, but we think about them about 5 minutes before midnight on December 31st. By the next day, after a few drinks, we forget about them. A week later, they're not even in our brain anymore, and we go about our business the same way. I shouldn't say the only way, but one of the best ways for you to avoid that is using this document and putting things down So it's in writing. It's not something you need to remember what you thought of. It's all documented. And the next part, and that's what I think can make the difference for you, is share the document with someone else. Now, if you want to share it with me and send it to me, my email is boaz@humanbee.com. That's not a problem. That's my personal email. You're sending it directly to me. The thing about that is, if you send it to me, or if you don't feel comfortable sending it to me, find somebody who is close to you, a friend, a family member that you trust and that you know is going to be on your side and going to help you um, feel accountable for that. Because the fact that you're sending it and sharing it with someone else will help you be accountable for actually taking actions on these goals. And that is the main thing about this. Okay. So if let's say you shared it with me, I will hold you accountable for it. You're going to feel, quite frankly, uncomfortable knowing that someone else know about these goals. And if you don't do anything about this is where you're going to feel uncomfortable. So it's not coming from a perspective of making you uncomfortable, but from a perspective of like holding you to do something about it. And that's the goal. So once you have the description of your goals, once you have the actions listed that you can take and act on, send it to somebody, do it before the end of the year. So by December 31st at midnight, this should be done, written down, and sent to somebody else. All right. So the thing is that if you have, and that's what I recommend for you, is to really work on it for a couple of weeks or so. So it's not something that you did last minute on December 31st, and definitely not the beginning of the year, but something that you thought of, that you had some time to reflect about your previous year, about where you want to go, where you are, and kind of put it all together. And when we write things down, it help us process the information, help us really see what makes sense and what doesn't make sense. And that's how this document can help you. So once you send it out, you get up January 1st, take the day off because you probably celebrated and it's fun. And it was fine. I mean, it's fine to do. um, what I would do next, starting January 2nd, is starting to take action. Now, the next step would be is, if you look here to the right, I can move this throughout the month. So I have all the months of the year listed from January up to December. And what I ask you to do is every month, at least once a month, if you can do it more, you feel like sometimes you have more time or did more action, go for it. But the idea is the follow up on it, to really document what actions did you take and how did they work out, what worked, what didn't work, what might need adjustment, you might achieve some of your goals earlier. So hey, maybe it's time to set up, the next goal within this aspect. So this will help you really understand what worked and what didn't work. You can conclude things from it. You can understand what are the things that you should do more of, what are the things that you thought would work and might not work. All of these things, really analyzing it and really with a point of view of like moving forward, because that's really the important part here for you to move forward. Let's say that you might not achieve all your goals, what you set up for the year. That's not a problem. The fact that you wrote them down and you acted on them is going to get you places. Okay, it's going to move you forward. You're not going to be stuck in the same place. You're going to do things in these directions. Listen, life works in a way that sometimes we do things and they work better than other times. Sometimes they don't work. Sometimes they're just exactly how we imagined them. Whatever that is, it's great that we're acting on them. This is what I want you to do here. Act on your goals. So once a month, go back into this document, review the goals, review the actions, write down what you did, go back into the previous months and see what did and what worked and what didn't. Create a list for yourself of what you will need to do this next month. So you have a plan for a month at a time at least, which will help you again to achieve goals. You'll set smaller milestones, you'll achieve them, move to the next one. All right. So again, if you will do that, so for example, if I'll take this example. I will write in January, I signed up to take a course on starting my fashion brand. That's an action that you took. Write it down. Maybe in February, after you took this class, you're going to write down, after taking this course, I am ready to write my business plan. So whatever it is that you are going to do at this month, this is really where I want you to write these things down. And once you have them down, I just want to do this. Once you have them down, it will absolutely help you achieving your goals. And that's the point of this document. So take a look at it, put down all your goals, send it to me or somebody that you trust. And I promise you, you will move forward. And that's what I'd like for you. So with that said, I'd like to hear how you're doing. So if you want to share all this information with me, if you want to share your progress, you want to, you're doing good, you're achieving goals. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear that, like, hey, Boaz, I use this and I achieved my goal here and I achieved my goal there. That's what I like. I'm doing this because I want to help you guys. All right. Hearing that you guys are doing well is going to make me happy. And you want to make me happy. All right. So with that said, I'm going to wish you a very, very happy new year, a year that's going to be a goal achieving year for you and your family. And all the best. Talk soon.